next shocking AI software engineer is coming for the jobs of humans. Are software engineering jobs in danger was the first thought that came into my mind when I knew about this new AI tool. Yes, it's a brand new one called Devin that could threaten many entry-level jobs. Well, let's learn everything about this AI software engineer. Just after its release, this tool broke the internet. No matter where I scrolled, either Instagram or Twitter, people were talking about this tool that could potentially replace engineers. Now, it does sound a little far-fetched, a little bit sci-fi, which is why I did some digging. And as it turns out, this new tool is hiding some pretty dark secrets. So stay with me to find out all about Devin. So first things first, Devin is launched by a leading tech giant, Cognition. The company revealed that they intend to speed up the process of coding through machine learning and AI algorithms. I initially thought that this would assist with coding, but I was taken aback after knowing that it can do almost all of the work for you. Scott Wu, the founder and CEO of Cognition, has recently released a statement where he explains how Devin actually works.
First, Devin makes a step-by-step plan of how to tackle the problem. After that, it builds the whole project using all the same tools that a human software engineer would use.
This statement from Scott raised a lot of eyebrows, and the software engineers got a little concerned. I was even thinking if this new tool will turn all software engineering degrees null and void, but then I remembered how this could also be a hoax because even ChatGPT claimed to replace human writers, but it only really increased their demand. However, this tool sounds much smarter than regular software. Just listen to this.
Devin has its own command line, its own code editor, and even its own browser. In this case, Devin decides to use the browser to pull up API documentation so that it can read it.
Now that line fascinated me, so I did a little bit more digging and found out that Devin can not only write code, but can also debug sites and even create videos with code. You don't really have to know anything about coding to get your own functioning site, because all Devin would need is a command and it'll get to work right away. The makers of this tool actually saw a huge gap in the market because all the existing AI software engineers were simply suggesting things. But Devin goes ahead and completes those suggestions for you, so you don't really have to do any of the work. Now to the real question though, will this be a doom for all of the software engineers? Well, I think these AI software engineers are the future, and we can't really delay it any longer. And that's what Rajan Kohli, the CEO of Citius Tech, thinks. He says in his statement, clearly code gen technologies will impact software productivity in a significant manner, and hence in the very near future, all software development is going to be augmented software development. However, he also said we'll still need software developers because generating code just isn't enough. We'll also need someone to oversee how that code helps the enterprise and whether it's working efficiently or not. That's where our real-life developers enter the scene. I think Devin would be more like a roadmap for developers and for organizations. It'll be a cheaper way to get more work done and more quickly. Rajan Kohli also talked about this and said, I see these capabilities shifting the productivity needle to allow our clients to be more innovative and get more out of their backlog, progress and reduce the tech debt that they carry. Also, the human developers can now focus entirely on problem solving and catering to the specific needs of organizations because, well, the basic tasks they can easily be done by Devin. The CEO of Cognition also demonstrated how Devin works in a video, and it does seem way smarter than anything else in the tech world as of now. Some developers are actually happy with the launch of Devin because now, well, they don't have to do the repetitive tasks like debugging or fixing errors for hours. This can be done by just a few clicks. And here's the CEO explaining that entire process.
Devin actually decides to add a debugging print statement, reruns the code with the debugging print statement, and then uses the error in the logs to figure out how to fix the bug.
Also, software developments take weeks and sometimes even months, which could be very hectic for developers and even big corporations who want things to get done instantly. So they can get Devin and also hire a developer that oversees and revises the code. Devin will accelerate the coding efficiency of any company and give it a competitive edge. For now, I think Devin has the first mover's advantage in the software development field because a comprehensive AI tool for coding wasn't present in the market earlier. It's the reason why Devin has suddenly become talk of the town and there's so much buzz around it. I initially thought that Devin would be slightly advanced than the existing tools, and there won't be anything surprisingly new about this one. However, it did take me by surprise when I compared it to GitHub Copilot, which is another software development AI tool. For starters, GitHub needs human input, so you'll have to give it prompts and consistent commands for the tool to keep working. However, Devin is completely autonomous and doesn't require much human intervention. I did a little bit more digging and found out that even the most basic coder like me could make complex websites with Devin by just putting in a command, and it made me think that we really are living in the future. Also, all the existing tools in the market only perform specific coding tasks, and the scope doesn't really go beyond that. However, Devin claims to handle complete projects that are tailored according to the needs of organizations. It can also make complete websites, and here's a demonstration of it doing exactly that.
Finally, Devin decides to build and deploy a website with full styling as the visualization. You can see the website here.
So I want to see if this tool is a rip-off and a little too high-end for my taste, but the pricing of Devin isn't even disclosed yet. It obviously would cost higher than existing AI tools because it does the work of so many people all on its own. The tools currently available in the market have both free and paid versions. I think Devin, though, will have a trial and a paid version for a rather exclusive vibe. The only concern that I generally have about Devin is its data security. The tool will have access to the most important and sensitive information of the company, and if proper security measures aren't put in place, it could turn out to be a nightmare for CEOs. However, Cognition has been in the tech world for so long that they already know about the security threats and are working on making Devon's security ironclad. But that still doesn't mean hackers can't get through its security, because even the safest tools and sites still get hacked. And by giving all coding access to Devon, we'll be trusting AI a little bit too much, which hasn't turned out well for anyone in a Hollywood movie, ever. The AI tool is currently the center of attention for everyone, and people are only waiting to see if Devon is legit or if it's also another problematic AI tool that's been launched too soon. However, insides have reported that big companies already have their eyes on Devon, and some are even thinking about signing a deal with them. And the most prominent company in this list is, of course, Microsoft. Yet they're currently investing in any and all AI projects which are already very fishy. But reports are that they're also keeping a close eye on Devon and its performance. There's a chance that Microsoft will eventually invest in Devon, just like they invested in ChatGPT, even though they already have their own tool that's a direct competitor to ChatGPT. Elon Musk and even Google can think about joining hands with Devon because the idea is very innovative and it has solved the biggest problems of the software world. However, for all of that to happen, Devon will have to deliver tangible results without gimmicks that Copilot did with its AI image generation. Devon won't have any room for error because coding for big corporations is a serious job. It means the tool will have to be perfect in every way. The makers of this tool have integrated machine learning algorithms, so it does keep learning from data and does understand these needs of organizations. It's also possible that Cognition starts offering tailor-made software development tools to companies like Google, Tesla, and Microsoft. They are heavily tech-driven, and if something like this happens, it will mark an entirely new chapter in the world of software engineering. And Devon might initially affect the job market for engineers, just like ChatGPT did for writers, but eventually people will learn that the tool works best with human assistance. So what do you think about these AI tools? Can they ever do a good enough job to completely replace humans? Tell us in the comments.